Rothschild, it means red shield, the shield of Satan, of Lucifer. And this all kicks back to the consolidation of the gold merchants in Europe by Bauer, which became Rothschild, and back in the day in a little house was it Frankfurt? Was it the little red shield above the doors when the merchants all came together in a huge epochal conspiracy, essentially, at the request of Bauer? What he did was invited all of the gold merchants to lean their gold in together, to consolidate it, to become one big pile of gold, whereupon they could own the world in a very short period of time, which of course did work. His plan was, in simple terms, to begin playing the dialectic. Many turf wars going on all around the world. This lord and that prince having their little scuffles, but they would only ever raise small groups of men to have little, sword fights and blah, blah, blah. That all changed with the consolidation of the gold of Europe under the wicked hand of Bauer / Rothschild, who then began the process of lending money to these factions, both sides of the equation. It wasn't just a pot-bellied son of a bitch called Lord Rothschild, whatever his name was, standing against the pillar of the Bank of England, playing lotto. It was a lot more. It was a lot more clandestine than that. This was a long plan, right?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, that plan began really to take power. The CEO of the Bank of Scotland, Thomas Patterson, 1694, he went in and offered £8,000 of gold to the Orange King, as he was known in those days, from Denmark, who wanted to prosecute a war in Ireland but didn't have the money. The Bank of Scotland went in and said, if you give us £8,000 gold and give us the charter to the Bank of England and allow us to use promissory notes instead of gold, we're in business. So the king said, yeah, sure. And that's where the Royal Charter came from. And from that was built up a whole range of different controls and clandestine organizations, as you've just so rightly said. In fact, in the 1740s as well, I hesitate to bring this in, but in the 1740s, the off-planet fallen angels called the Zetas, they got involved. And they got involved in London and with the Rothschilds and with the whole of that Illuminati. That's when the Illuminati really took off.
What year are we talking?